I'm ready too. Welcome to another edition of the Motley Croc Show. Listen up.
What's up,
For some
everybody?
reason, always, no matter how much you spend on, let's just say, uh, technology, you try to get all the stuff you can, all the fiber optics, everything you can get, everything you can do, and then what happens? It takes a shit on you every time, and then you got to go through and figure it out. And then when it does that, you try to reboot, Jeff, and then guess what? We're sorry, we're not connected to any of your platforms. You've got to reconnect to all your platforms.
Oh shit, that's
So hey,
man.
submit password, dual, authorization, etc., etc. So I mean, for me, it's just one of those things that. Oh well. Anyways, how have you been doing, brother?
I'm pretty good, man. A long day. I got 3 days off work coming up, so I got a lot of shit to do. I'm waiting on a bunch of eggs. And hey, what's up, Jimmy?
What's up, guys?
Background, fucking A.
So I got eggs coming, and work's busy. I'm switching the nights on next week. So I think on my first night is Tuesday. Now that we're doing Thursday, well, we haven't talked about that yet, but so yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm halfway done with my orientation. Went real quick, so I'm doing my own.
Now you might have said this already. When you say you work nights, what's your hours? Like, what do you work from?
6:30 p to 7 a.
That's a long night.
Yeah, they're all 12-hour shifts regardless.
Gotcha.
But nights I get, hey, what's up? I get $4 an hour more, like $4.25 or something. So it it's a huge difference. Plus I'm a creature of the night.
You are kind of a creature of the night. As a matter of fact,
it's true.
I wonder if it says that it's none of my Facebook stuff is logged in. It's so weird right now, man. It's so weird. Like nothing's connecting.
I know. I'm actually having a hell of a time with my Wi-Fi tonight too.
It's like this big thing. So don't be scared if it jumps off.
So yeah, things are good. How's you doing, man? Other than Wi-Fi issues.
Who? Me?
Both, yeah.
We're doing good. I'm a little agitated because I'd really like to get this thing up and going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I hear you.
What the heck is going on, man?
I don't know. Yeah, we were Jacob and I were up at Troy's house.
Well, I think Facebook just launched.
Did it?
That's what it looks like. It looks like my Facebook page attaches now.
Thanks.
Well, we'll see when someone comes in because so far it's just the YouTube that's doing the thing.
Okay.
How annoying tonight.
I'd be annoyed, dude. Yeah, it's a little irritating.
It's always something. It's always something.
It still a full moon?
Technology. It is.
There you go.
That's it. It's a full moon. That's it. I'm gonna even look. I'm gonna even look and see if it's even up on there right now. Let's see here. Facebook. We got any announcements? We got anything going on here? Let's see. Are we live? What's up?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I can look on my phone.
Yeah. Judy just replied from Facebook. So did Dan.
Oh, there we go, Dan. Okay, finally. Because dude, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Heidi, what's up? All right, finally.
Heidi.
I apologize because all this really great, awesome, fantastic technology, and then hey, click, 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 boom. No matter how much you add to it, it's annoying, but whatever. It's all good.
Yeah, man. Well, I hope you all don't mind. I'm gonna medicate a little bit since I had a long.
Oh, that's terrible. All right, let's just close it down. Forget it. I'm just kidding. Do whatever you got to do, guy. Do whatever you got to do. So I saw, Jeff, that you sent something about an alligator that was
Oh, the lost alligator?
Stolen or something?
Yeah, that was an egg, right? It was an egg that was stolen 20 years ago.
Or a hatchling or something like that. What a really dumb story.
I only read, I didn't get to the end of it. I'm so busy at work, but I'm wondering, did they DNA test it?
That's what I'm saying. Because so they find. I agree because it's weird, Jimmy, because so they said that they found a lady in the town that had an alligator that couldn't qualify to keep.
Yeah, she didn't have the right permit.
Right. She had it for 20 years or whatever.
So then they notified this place that it was at, and then they said, "Oh, that was stolen years ago." How the fuck? That lady could have
exactly.
Shit, the thing could have hatched and walked over to our house. Who knows?
20 years ago, this hatchling was stolen. You know how many people have raised alligators that size in 20 years? I could say nobody admitted it. There was no arrests. None of that was done.
Yeah.
And the alligator, it was a little overweight, but the alligator looked good. The gator did not look,
Like it looked like a real old fat zoo gator like they always do.
Yeah, exactly.
I just don't know. It's weird, man.
That is weird.
So yeah, we were out the other night going to some bars. Jimmy and I were bebopping around Tampa. And we didn't get home till 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm too old to be hanging out with
Party boys.
Yeah, but there was no drinking involved. It was just hanging out.
Yeah, we just hung out, man. I mean, I medicated a little bit here and there. You know what I'm saying? I had quite a good time, won't lie, but it was nice to get away and do a little something like that, actually.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah,
but yeah, other than that, it was pretty cool stuff. But I'm still back to the alligator story. I think that's I don't know, man. How can you do that? Anybody else read that story today?
I just think it's friggin' nuts that, I understand she didn't have the permits, but, it's just like, I mean, it's like taking an animal from us, but I guess if you don't have the permits, I guess it kind of just, that outweighs having the animal, I guess.
I agree.
Or could they give the option for that person to get the permit? I mean, did the zoo report that the alligator was taken, the egg was taken 20 years ago?
No, they reported it was a blonde girl in a trucker hat, and then something. What are you doing, coughing on it?
What up, mother trucker?
Because it caught me off guard. He bumps me in, and I'm like in the middle of a cough from hearing what you guys are talking about.
We're trying to talk about the alligator that was supposedly found or whatever, or something like that.
Which one? The ding dong ditch one, or the one that was found? That was
the ding dong
ditch. Ding dong ditch. I'm loving that. We're gonna let you tell that story, Brittany. The ding dong ditch.
The one where the guy opens the door and literally gets greeted by an alligator and it bites him.
And if you got bit, that's the best.
Oh, I saw it. Jeff, didn't you say something like, "Well, he shouldn't open the door for strangers"?
Yeah, right?
Exactly.
Has he not have a mother or what? Dude, can you imagine though? I mean, like if I opened the door and I saw a gator, I'd be like, yes, fucking gator at my door.
Yeah, but you know what? That shit never happens to any of us. So,
of course not. It's just like every tourist that ever comes to Florida sees a coral snake or an EDB while riding their bike down some path, and I can't find one when I'm out looking for thousands of hours.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's the same kind of like, some people get all the luck.
Yeah, that's a lot of luck, sure.
Getting bit by an alligator.
No, in Florida though, like
luck, bad luck. It's luck though, so
it's true.
Now the cool thing would have been if the alligator that knocked on the guy's door was the alligator that got stolen from the fucking zoo. See, now that's a story.
Now that would make sense.
I could fuck with that story.
Way back. Yeah, I could go with that. Have you?
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, if you open, how do you get bit?
That's the thing is like, do you open the door and walk right out?
He had to have.
You had to.
That really sucks. I saw that, Craig. I saw that.
Nice. They killed it on live TV. See what the fuck, man? The alligator was.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, I agree 100%. Now, let me tell you something. Only reason that they got away with that is because that was an alligator.
Exactly. If it was a dog, your shit would be fucking.
Oh, people would be outraged.
Well, like imagine if you open your door and there's Daniel. He's in like a leopard Speedo. He bites you in a toe. They're not going to kill you. They're going to strap him up. You know what I mean? I mean,
poor Dan.
Daniel?
I might invite him in. Jesus.
Poor Dan.
Did I look like you, Daniel? Hold on.
But see, that's I have a problem with that because
that's funny.
I'm fucking dying over here.
The thing for me that really pisses me off is that, okay, so he opens the door and a gator happens to be minding his own business, probably just not confused where it's at. Like, oh, I don't even know where the heck I'm at. Do you have water nearby? And this asshole probably decided to handle it or move it or touch it.
Right.
And like any predatory animal is going to defend itself if it's scared because it's got somebody trying to touch it. Because gators don't just be like, hey, knock, 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 chomp, chomp, chomp. That's not normal. Hello. That's the dumbest crap I've ever heard. So now you've killed this little innocent little animal that was trying to find a water source, most likely.
You probably scared it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or looking for a nearby pool, because how common in Florida do we find gators in pools? Because they're trying to find a water source. And it's like,
swim, yeah.
You freaking idiot. So you touch it. So because you touch it, they kill it.
Yeah,
so
there's more to that story. Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, totally.
Because gators aren't just going to come to someone's property and start biting people. That's hello. Are they like zombies now? Like this is the most asinine, most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Asinine.
Yeah, maybe like somebody hired it to go do that. It it was a hit gator.
I think that was it. I think we figured that one out.
You know, his wife was out there with like a piece of fish on a fucking fishing rod, bringing the gator in to get him.
Now, wouldn't you feel like crap if it was the Lyle crocodile that was on Netflix?
Bro,
Yeah,
that movie, I didn't know I needed that in my life, but I did.
I haven't seen it. I'll have to check it out. Is it good?
It was very different. It was
Cocaine Bear?
I haven't
we got to go see Cocaine Bear, dude.
I have. Jimmy made us go watch it when it released.
Yeah, bro.
The prequel was Marijuana Satanist.
Ridiculous.
I can't wait till Brittany goes and sees it. It's awesome.
You saw Cocaine Bear?
I literally turned to John and I said, "What is Cocaine Bear?" And he goes, "It's literally a movie about a bear on cocaine." And I was like,
all right.
Who like how
Jeff, because that's a true story, and they enhanced it. But yeah, there was that drugs that disappeared. That plane, the guy went to jump out, the parachute didn't open, and he's blew cocaine everywhere. So this bear got into it. So there was an issue with a bear and some cocaine or whatever. But what's funny is about that is that they enhanced it, Jeff. Like they embellished it, but it was good. You will laugh.
I mean, you know,
I was laughing. It was awesome. It also took place in the 80s, so all the music and all that stuff.
It would be cool if Cocaine Bear had some had some Wayfarers on. It was all 80s out. Kind of like, you know.
There is a scene, Jeff, that you need to watch. So the first scene is, I'm not going to tell you the movie, but it's in the commercials. You can watch it. So I'm not spoiling it. The wife and husband are hiking, and the wife looks at the husband and is like, "Man, we have the best luck with wildlife." And all of a sudden they look back where the bear was and it pops up like right in front of him and attacks her husband or something like that.
I shit my pants laughing. I got to see it.
Let me tell you something, man.
I should have taken Ruby to see that instead of Puss in Boots.
Yes.
She would have loved it.
If back in the day, so we had Cocaine Bear in the mountains. Imagine if we had square grouper gators. Can you imagine coming up on a bunch of high alligators, dude? You're like, excuse me, like, no problem. We're just basking around
you can touch
here.
You want to touch
They're like, this alligator's so friendly. Well, he'll sit on your lap. Look at him. I mean, can you imagine? They're all eating a square grouper they find. Cocaine Bear is on display in Kentucky, I think. Okay.
The actual bear?
Yeah.
Can you? Do they have a little gumbo machine with cocaine you can get out and feed the bear?
You know, we're animal lovers. I will spoil something. They never killed the bear. Not in the movie.
He probably died of a heart attack.
Like, oh, I don't want to see the bear. The bear doesn't die. That's the best part.
His dealer shot him.
Yeah, I mean, there's some cool surprises I'm not going to bring up, but when you get into the bear cave and stuff, it's badass. I mean, but it is. Listen, when I tell you it is violent, it is violent.
Bro, there is one thing that I want to go see. I don't know what museum it's at, but that movie, The Ghost in the Darkness, with
the lion.
You never saw that?
I saw the movie. The movie is amazing. It's
I want to go see the museum.
I want to go see the actual lions because they are in a museum.
I don't know Chad guy. Who's this Chad guy here?
Oh, Mr. Lynch.
Oh, he's out lynching. It's the lynch mob. What's up, Chad? How you doing, buddy?
What's up, Chad Lynch?
So where is the museum, Jimmy?
I'm trying to remember where I'll tell you right now, but so it was two male lions. Have you ever seen the movie, Brittany, called Ghost in the Darkness?
Is that the one where they were targeting the camps?
Yeah, it's with Val Kilmer.
Yeah, that was an older film. I remember
very old. It's an older movie. Yep.
Why am I? Well, hello,
Brittany. I don't know. We're making. Wow. I just decided that since Jeff and I are medicated a little bit, we're having a good time. I just want to make you the big person.
Medicated. I need it. I feel way better.
This face is the face of a person who's had a very rough day.
Oh, I didn't realize that was a Squatch hat.
Yeah. I have
Look at this hat. Look at that fucking hat right there.
Now I feel like I should be wearing a hat, dude.
Do you see my Space Force?
That's rad.
Oh, hold on. Let me go back to everybody. We're just playing with some new things on here, so I'm just playing with it because we can.
Brittany, the Lions are in Chicago.
Cool, Brittany.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
They're in
what's up, motherfucker?
Field Museum or something like that.
Okay.
Truth is out there.
The Field Museum in Chicago.
Okay.
Nice. That's pretty badass. I've been to a museum in a dog's age, man.
Oh, we could have just Seth put it right there. He goes, the Lions are in Chicago.
Oh, thanks, Seth.
Seth said the bear.
This is what they look like. Oh shit! Never mind. My thing's on blur. You won't be able to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hold it right in front of your face. So
Oh,
all
yeah,
the
that's
pornography that you have in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the
You know,
blur. It's
you know, I
pretty-
had an idea. I was telling Jimmy, I said, last week we were talking about love dolls.
Nope, nothing.
Oh, that was
I
a
said,
show.
I'm
Brittany,
sending
you missed
one.
the show.
I said,
I
I'm
caught
sending
up.
one. I'm sending one to Jeff.
I caught up on it.
Send what to Jeff?
I said, I'm going to buy one and send one to Jeff. And so I'm just waiting. I told Jimmy the other day when he came over, I said, man, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting right now to come home and see a box on my doorstep.
Dude, I would bring it
He had
on
the
the
same
show.
idea I did. It would be something that I would do, or Brad or Jeff.
Hey.
Jeff would do it too. He'd buy one and
I
you'd
don't.
come
We don't,
home, Jimmy, and it'd be out there in Ocala
Oh,
waiting
hell
on you
yeah.
like this.
we don't have to bring the whole thing back up again. But I will say one thing.
What can we not bring up?
What is the point of? So a lot of the guys that have, and well, I'll make this quick. But it was something I was
don't
like,
know,
"Damn it,
David.
I want to.
What's up,
I
David?
want to say something in regards to this, but I wasn't on the show because I was anyway. So
You hang out with your sex doll.
yeah, my
Brittany, it was really good, and honestly, it would
I
have been good to
watched
have a woman's perspective. We had a bunch of guys grunting and laughing, and I was making jokes because we got to make jokes. People like
well,
laugh.
no.
I would have liked
No,
a perspective on it.
No, but here's like the one thing though that really cracks me up, right? So the company that started this, and I'm very familiar with the company. It's because I actually researched into this for a while to figure out the robotics of why they're even creating these things. But the funny
Sex
part
dolls?
is,
You know why they're creating them?
no, the ones with emotions and feelings and can communicate and like actually be a partner to you, right? So that's more than just like a blow up doll.
I just think that's for ding dings that should have been shot. But go ahead.
No, here's the thing, right? So this is what this is the part that I trip up on, okay? Because the guys and the women who are looking for robotic sex dolls, right? The whole purpose of them is just for the sexual pleasure of it, right? That's it. I don't really want anything that's
But they
going
can teach you to dance.
No, but it's like
You
they're
can
like,
dance if
I
you
don't
want to,
something
and you can
forward.
leave your friends
You tell
behind.
me how to do the robot. Sorry,
Yeah.
Brittany. Go ahead.
No, but what I'm saying is they sit there and they go, I don't want to be with let's just say a guy having a sex doll that's a female.
He doesn't
I
want an
don't
organic girlfriend.
Right, because I don't want the attitude. I don't want to. Where was I? How come you stayed out so late? I don't want all this, that, and the other. I just want you for this.
Dude, I have such bad luck. I would probably get a sex doll that's programmed to say that. Where have you been all night?
No, but so here's my whole point. I'll get right to it. But my point is then why would you create an actual AI technology to where these dolls are now adapting and coding themselves, which they are. They're programmed to code, to have emotion and jealousy, to where even the owner that has his own, he went to have a second one. He wanted a blonde and a brunette, right?
Oh God, he's having a throuple.
Yeah.
Man, he's like, hold on, don't go away. Hold on, I'm coming.
In Los Angeles, right? And what was crazy to him was the fact that they would actually communicate to each other.
Puss.
And then he would come back and he would say, you have spent too much time with whatever her name was. And do you not care for me anymore?
What if you named them both Brittany?
You create sex dolls with an AI technology because you're going to eventually start getting the same type of reaction that a normal female would give you. It's going to start telling you
the ass cat
issues or jealousies or, I missed you and get clingy. And this is exactly what they didn't want. That's why they made these sex dolls. So why give them an AI coding technology that's going to enhance their emotions? That's going to eventually make them into having like a female component again, like another female partner. So it's funny to me because it's like that's what they were designed for. So
let me tell you why they made it.
And then they get mad when it's like my doll's asking me why I was last night. It's so ridiculous. Well, you're the dumbass.
Then he can legally kick the fuck out of it and tell it to get outside. Now, listen,
it's not a person.
At the end of the day, there's one thing that they created that for. One thing, one word, money.
Oh, money.
Because you have to understand that the guys that I'm telling you, I made fun of them last week, and I know people get all weird. But I was reading comments on some of these articles. Like Jimmy was going like, man, if you read here, it says this. And then Jeff said, wow, this woman said X, Y, and Z. And then there was comments like, you see guys, there was comments coming in there, but like, oh, exactly. That's it right there. Jake, that I'm going to touch on something afterwards because I know we'll all laugh about it. Now, and once I say it, we already know we know. But once I say it, when you see it and you're out in public, you're going to know what I mean. However,
I agree, Tank.
Those guys, like, they're just very weirdos, and they just would rather do some exercise with a rubber doll. They can say angry things, because, mom smacked them at the dinner table when they were little. So now they can beat the doll up. Like, get over there, Agnes, and lay down. And he goes in, takes a shower, and he slaps it. And then he goes back out and goes to bed, and he's a man in there. You know what I'm saying? They do that. and they'll spend a lot of money. And if one will talk to them, like, I love you, daddy, they're going to pay more money. And I'd be like, yeah, if you want that, Steve, you're going to have to pay me another $1,000 and I'll install that vocal.
Well, that is what they do.
Anti-nag
That
feature.
is what they
You
do.
wanted the vaginal wall to spin like that? Well, that's another $2,000. So like, yeah. So they got like the perfect doll, right?
Yeah, you're right.
But it's the same way those guys that you'll see a guy that's like in between my grandfather's age and my dad's age that are walking around with an elderly Japanese woman, right? Or the mail-in brides. Like they're already 70 years old and they still don't speak English because you had to buy the mail order bride. What's the difference between a mail order bride? They treat them the same. You see how they yell at them and stuff? It's unbelievable. If you have to get a mail order bride, we got problems. You know, I understand when you watch like, you know, the old series like 1923 and they talk about getting a wife and starting a thing and they mail away and this woman's from here and she wants to move here and start a family. We're colonizing. Right. You can't just go down to Publix, dude, or the local pool bar or strip club or whatever and pick somebody up to date or talk to or create a relationship with. You mail order stuff and robots. Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, we went to Spencer's and they got this cool thing where you can like buy like these super grips, monster suckers, flex balls, the nut grabber, the super juicer, whatever. Right. And Jimmy and I were laughing at them. You know, there's young guys there pretending they're on their phone. Like, what am I doing? I took a wrong turn. But I think that would be fun. If you're enhancing your sexuality with your partner, or whatever, your wife, your husband, if you're gay, whatever, that's fine. But I think if you are the type of person that only has a love doll, like that guy said in the comment, they ought to throw those guys in a big old pit, fill them with lime, and blow it up. I mean,
yeah, but why? You know, who cares? You know what I mean? If they want to fuck a love doll, you know.
But here's where I got real deep.
My whole thing is the complaining. It's like, don't complain. You literally are buying an AI sex doll. So
I think trust me,
when it codes emotion, do not get mad. You know, then just go date a female. Like, don't get mad at the creators because all of a sudden your AI female says one day, "Where were you? I missed you." And they're like, "I didn't pay for this. I don't want it to have its own emotions."
She'd probably say, probably say something.
Amen,
like,
David. You know, amen, dude.
I was talking to the toaster, and he said that I don't have to listen to you and do your shit. You know, that's what you do when you go away. All the appliances fucking talk to your sex doll and tell her what a dick you are. And then you come home, you know, and Skynet has now become self-aware. And
I was talking to Alexa, and Alexa told
Terminator.
Me. Exactly.
You got a point. I mean, I don't really care what anybody does. You're absolutely right. Dude. But I got into you ready for this. I'm gonna turn the light off in this room. It's gonna get a whole lot darker, Jeff.
Yeah. As long as they don't hurt animals or innocents. You know what I mean?
Hold on.
It's all about informed consent.
Okay, so listen, you're gonna love it. So I got into the wormhole. So
don't go down the wormhole
or the rabbit hole, and I started reading more and more, and you get deeper into it. Now they also make child dolls.
No.
Yeah. So if you want to fuck it, look it up. And some places were like, absolutely not. We're not going to even simulate that. That is absolutely out of the question. Absolutely. Because then you have to get into the legalities, which everybody hates me for bringing up things that nobody wants to talk about. Where do you stop? Do you start them from infants? Sex dolls? So it's like a one fist 3-month-old, or is it where do you stop it? And everybody's going, God, Troy, that's fucking terrible. But I want you to understand that there are grown humans out there that are trying to purchase child replicant dolls that cry when they're fucked. I read all about it. And these people were like, no way. They were showing requests. You can photograph a child in public.
No, you're gonna
send them a picture of that child, which it could be your daughter, Brittany. It could be Jeff's daughter. And they can replicate that doll and they can buy it. Looking the way I saw this little girl in the mall. I think I'm going to fuck her. Let me take a picture. And those are the kind of people. So, I understand having an adult sex doll, if that's your thing, cool, or some sex toys. But how do you feel about that?
What about a sheep?
How I feel about that?
How do you feel about making child sex dolls? Is that okay?
What if it stopped them from fucking a kid? I mean, don't get me wrong.
I don't know. Or what if it increases it? What if it enhances it?
Either way, I know.
Anybody who has that problem, there's a lot that needs to be done to them.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
one of them
chemical castration.
Let me say this.
If you do that to a child, you don't deserve to live. Like, in my opinion, I feel you should be suffocated to the point of death, to where you're constantly tortured with that over and over and over and over again. Like, it literally snaps.
That's what happens to them
I
when they go to
become very
prison.
violent on topics
They get
like
tortured with ass fucking over and over and over again.
Honestly,
Like, I think it's okay. I think it's
off
okay.
the fucking planet. That's it. That's it.
Oh, great.
If you
No,
are,
you're
if you
done.
understand that you have a disorder, okay,
It's horrible.
like, hey, Jeff, you're a psychiatrist. My name's, Steve, and I'm like, hey, listen, I'm sexually attracted to children. I've never touched one, but I need help. That's somebody that you try to work on. I know you can never fix them, but they're aware of their issue.
They're really
trying to focus on their issue. When you have someone that takes the act, unless I said this before, unless they're severely mentally challenged, because there are
Amen, Tank.
There are brains that just don't work that way. But if they do that, I mean, I always say to the raccoons, this is my property line. I love you. If you cross my fence, you choose death.
Exactly.
And I think that's it. But so that's what I'm saying. Like we how they say, like, things get taken out of control. Alcohol is awesome when it's used for what it's used for, having a drink, relaxing. Alcohol's terrible when it's overused and you're beating up your children or your spouse. Marijuana is awesome, or you abuse that. So they make guidelines on what you're allowed to do with alcohol, like you're not allowed to drive with it. And if you're intoxicated publicly, they'll arrest you. If you're a domestic, they'll destroy you. So are they going to regulate being able to have a child doll?
First of all, you should never create or sell them, because you're just encouraging this sick behavior.
Yeah,
and
but people don't care. It's about this.
Exactly.
Jeff. Shut down. The moment the feds or anybody gets any inkling of a company selling sex dolls that are infant or child dolls, they should immediately be closed down and should be taken care of immediately.
Well,
it's okay. If you want to fuck a Teletubby doll, that's cool. I don't care about that, but not a real child doll.
Yeah, but
what if they make German Shepherd dolls so you can have a German Shepherd to boff? Is that okay to encourage that? That's what I want to know.
It's better than
child. It's your right to fuck stuff. I mean, you can fuck the couch.
But the problem is
nobody asks the couch how it feels.
But what I'm saying is, if you don't put a line down in the sand, then how much further is it going to go? How much? If somebody comes forward and says, "Look, I have a problem. I want help. I should be put away, or I shouldn't be near children," whatever the case is, good for you. You're acknowledging your problems and you're getting them fixed. But it's the idiots out there that we're just encouraging that this is okay. And so now we have companies, if there are actually some companies making these, then we're encouraging that behavior.
Not here.
When the doll, no, I didn't mean
it's over like Sweden or something like that.
That's right.
Not America.
Not US. I'm just saying, no matter where it's being made, no matter where these dolls are being made, you're just encouraging this sick mental illness that these people need to not have. And honestly, if it's going to continue, then in my opinion, those people need to be wiped off the planet, because these are the people that are the problem. So either
that's
put
so
them
cool,
away
Seth, and you're so
or
right.
wipe them out. Period.
So right.
I can't stand for it. I don't care if people have their own sexual things that they enjoy with their partner, or they think it's funny to do things. But the moment you bring children or animals into it, you've got sick problems and you need help. I'm sorry, you do.
Like there's fun things. Like, I think
that's just my opinion. I don't care if you buy a sex swing with your partner and you guys have fun and you watch porn while you're doing whatever you guys think is fun for the two of you.
Risque stuff right there.
Yeah,
porn and sex swings.
I'm saying there are toys and stuff out there that I think is fun. If
correct.
it's you and your partner, I don't care what you two do. Or if you have another grown adult that wants to partake in that with you, and that's their conscious grown adult decision to make that.
I'm not laughing at you, Brittany. I'm just very stoned.
I'm not laughing at you, Brittany, but I'm really stoned too. But nobody's arguing with you. They're like, yeah, kill the doll fuckers.
I'm just saying that is fine. Everybody has something that's their thing, and I'm fine with that. If you have an adult who's making that decision with you, another adult, if there's three of you, whatever. Orgy parties people have all the time, but it's adults. So I'm fine with that because that's their life, and I have no say in that. But the moment you touch a child, now I have a say. Now you're too far.
Where is it? I mean,
too far.
You gotta have a line somewhere. I mean, if a guy's in like Walmart fondling Barbie tits, or is that like, you know what I mean? He's just like, oh god, I mean.
No, that's like my cutoff.
That's like laughing. He's out of it. He's like, somebody would fuck a child doll.
No,
that's pretty fucked up.
That's my switch. Those people should. I'm
like,
sorry.
I've seen weird people walking around Walmart.
I'm sorry, they should not
with
be
fake
allowed.
dolls in their cart, Brittany.
Huh?
I've seen like real looking babies that look like this, right? They're like holding up. They like bend their little posable fingers over the basket. It's like this.
Oh, they make them for
and
people.
They're walking around and they're like looking at stuff, and they move weird too. They got to move their shoulders, and they look up.
Have you seen like
Jeremiah? Would you like one of these? Talking to a rubber doll, and what do? I go like this. Come on now, is MTV in this motherfucker? Y'all fucking get out of here with this.
Punked right now.
Get out of here. I'm
Troy,
being
you
punked.
do this. Troy, you go like this. You're like, oh, so what are we looking at today?
I do, yes. I get so.
What's
Listen,
your
Jimmy,
name,
have I not
sweet
got
thing?
some of the best footage though?
What's that?
Have I not?
What's that?
I've gotten good footage, correct?
Bro,
Yeah, he has. He has.
I mean, okay, let's see.
dude,
Wait till you find out
it's all
about
fucked
the
up,
Chai
you know,
Boys.
but-
I
But
don't wanna
whatever
know.
goes on between consenting adults should go on between consenting adults. You're right.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, I
I'm
like-
fine with that. More power to you. Whatever makes you guys happy.
Like, see, this would be funny to me. Like, I think everybody
not
can have,
children.
if you want to have fun with your sexuality, by all means.
Exactly.
I think that oppressing sexuality causes mental problems. I think.
Yeah,
anyways.
I agree, man.
So when you take that out of a
Deviance is
human's
mature.
life, regardless of how you want to look at it, if you want to practice it this way, or you want to have,
Yeah, no
you
matter
want
what.
to date and just have some good times, or you want to be with your husband, or you want to bring someone in. That's all you, man. And there's no big monster god in the sky that's going to go, you're going to hell because you slept with 2 young ladies. That's 2 hells times. That's not going to happen. Okay, that was all scare tactics.
Kind of a lot of
and shit,
hell, right?
whatever.
You're right.
But like, to me, I think it'd be funny, Brittany, if you played a joke on John and you put a camera in the bedroom, you go down to the local adult store and you buy a 6-foot lime green dildo. You dress up like a cowgirl in assless chaps, and you run in the room and you go, Johnny boy! And I want to see what the fuck he does when he has no idea, because John is so quiet.
Oh
And you
my
come in like
God.
that, swinging a big one around the room. I don't even know what he's gonna do.
No, you know what you should
Why
do,
don't
Brittany,
you walk out of the room?
is
He would turn around.
I
and be
can
like,
see his fucking face, bro. I can see him. He'd be like,
"Oh."
he wouldn't even know what. Wait a minute, because
yeah.
he just
What
would
would,
be shocked. And that's
what would
funny.
you do if he was
That's
like,
not
hell
real
yeah?
That's not a
That's
child.
exactly
though.
what I wanted.
Oh
Judy
my
said
God.
John would drop dead.
He
You figured
would.
it out.
Chad,
John
you can come
would-
on and be our therapist if
That's
you'd like to,
funny,
mister.
Chad. John,
I-
John would just literally stop and be like, "Did you empty the Jameson bottle? How much have you had tonight?" How
He's like
bad
that,
was your
Jeff.
day?
He's like that. That's something ridiculous he would say, real cool, like Clint Eastwood.
How
you
much
empty the
did you
Jameson
have?
bottle?
Was it that bad of a day? Was it that bad?
See, my philosophy is okay. I might not be into cowgirls, but you got to run with it. You know, you gotta see what happens next, man. It's you only live once.
John would laugh. He would laugh. He would be like, "This is not happening, but this was funny. Nice try. This is not happening."
You know, he's like, I'm like, you're
Chad's
sick.
got something to
I'm
say. I
into
know
it.
he wants to talk about it now.
You know, just tell him you bought some toys for the bedroom and come out with like hungry hippos. See what he thinks of that.
I figured we'd do some really fun foreplay first. We're
Right.
gonna play
Checkers.
Clue.
Now, so Ashley's commenting, I clearly tuned in at the right moment, cowgirls, you say.
So,
Yeah, we were talking. Well, it kind of stemmed off because we're
Yeah.
talking about sex dolls, Ashley. But
Definitely came in at
I
the
was going
end.
to say something, but now that you're here, I can say it. So they were talking about, like, where you draw the line. Like, they were doing, like, little teeny short sex dolls that look like children. But what if somebody replicated you? You look like a young little one, and you're small. You're small. You're small. They'd be like, that guy over there. Not knowing that she's a mature, well-rounded, skilled alligator wrestling adult, they'd still think it was a child. They say, "What is that old man doing with that child?" It's not her fault she doesn't age. I mean, it's not her fault.
Well, that actually, you know,
But
what,
she's
that's-
small.
this
Like,
is-
she's
wait a
really
minute,
small.
this
Like,
is
if
actually
she
a
knocks
very
on my
interesting
door and I would
topic
open my door, I'd be like, "Oh,
because
I didn't
Well,
know you were here."
You know what's really interesting, and I will bring this up because this is actually
Ashley,
someone's current life that they're dealing with this issue. So there's a girl. What'd she say?
You got to understand her humor. I don't think she's childish at all. If you listen, I complimented how awesome you were.
Yeah.
But I said if someone was made a doll after you, they would misinterpret that doll as a little doll. It would be like the Bride of Chucky. It would be the
Hold
Bride
on,
of Chucky
back up.
with the red hair and the bangs. It would be the Bride of Chucky.
Ashley, are you sitting on your couch watching this, getting a little fired up with your glass of wine?
Ashley Lawrence is actually really cool. She's really
Like, hold on a
awesome.
minute.
She's usually one lines us and she wins half the time. So
Hold on a minute.
So
She's a
she just
badass.
happens to be a spokesperson for tiny, adult, intelligent, well-rounded girls. So she's a spokesperson. I'm dying. Okay, good. But I'm just saying, so
Hold
all
on.
joking aside, if someone created someone little, it could be misinterpreted. So the thing was, nobody should be allowed to have a child sex doll that has AI that it cries when you bang it.
There is actually.
I mean, if you get turned on by that, they just need to take you outside, give you some chocolate milk, and shoot you in the back of the head.
No, you know,
hey,
I'm
drink
sorry.
this. Okay,
Don't waste the chocolate milk.
I think it should
you
be
know,
one of
because you
the-
always give the dog a treat before you shoot it.
No, I'm sorry. In my opinion, death is too easy. You have to torture the hell out of somebody like that. And that's my opinion.
Remember that
I'm
time
sorry.
when Brittany said, I will take that person, I'll tie them to a pole inside the house, and I'll nail their penis to the floor, and I'll give them scissors and a hacksaw, and I'll set the house on fire. And the only way to release themselves is to cut it off. I was like, wow, you must really be angry tonight.
I would just burn.
No, I don't think I said that.
You did. You said you were going to kill him.
Come here.
Oh, I don't agree with them living, but I think they
You
need
don't
to be
realize how
tortured.
far does it get when you're yelling and you're in your rage. You say things, I'm like, that did not come out of Brittany's mouth.
I have some
He's
moments
possessed.
when I really like. No, I'm sorry. When
I love
have,
that, Ashley. Can we screenshot this, Brittany?
What?
Screenshot your computer. I want that. Tiny redheaded murder doll spokesperson. No child size sex dolls. I'm taking a picture of that.
Oh my God.
Yep, I'm gonna post it.
Yes, Seth.
Absolutely.
I actually did see Megan.
I do
was
love some of the comedy on here. Some of the comments are
Ridiculous
awesome.
movie.
Very horrible movie, Seth. I did not like it. As a matter of fact, I liked it so much I fell asleep. But that doll was weird. But you know what? That is a child. Then that could be that. Well, imagine if it turned on in the middle of the action. Like Seth said, they could be hacked.
Yeah.
And then it turns on and the teeth go.
Actually, you know what?
Right on the end. He's running around and stuck.
You should all go Chucky on them when they order them.
Seth is actually, yes, that's actually what I did say. That is actually one of my torture devices I came up with at a very young age for people that do horrible things to animals and children. I did come up with that.
I like it. Razor blades and salt
Yeah.
water.
Well, okay, so let me break down how the tunnel
Jesus
works.
Christ, what's sick?
Okay, let me get a paper and pen.
What are you thinking about here? This is
Hold on. So for people that I feel need to be tortured for acts that they've done to either their children, to like elderly,
or
and
someone
nursing
else's
homes,
children.
or my children, or anyone's children, no matter what, I don't give a crap. If you do something to any child or somebody that's innocent-minded, or child, or people that have disabilities, I watch people, those videos. It's not funny to beat up or humiliate people with disabilities. Like, I get really enraged. So are animals. So I came up with what's called, like, basically the torture tube. And the tube is only big enough for you to try and like shimmy your arms to like try and move yourself in this tube. But what happens is this tube is covered in literally a bunch of razor blades. So no matter how many times you try to move, you're slicing yourself over and over repeatedly, trying to move through this tube, either up or down.
Are
And
you
then
creating this? Dude, this would be a good pay-per-view.
No, I mean, I didn't make
watch
it, but this is in my head. Like, how could you torture somebody over and over again in like relentless pain for them to realize the suffering they've done to other people?
Easy.
So like in
Send
my
them
head,
to prison.
on death row,
Nothing could replicate it, honestly.
No,
Send them
no,
to
but
prison
in
and
my
let them
head,
get
I'm like,
fucked
this
up
would
daily
work.
and-
Like, this is pretty torturous. It's like Saw material, you know?
You know, really
And so by the
You're
time
pretty serious. You actually have a knee up. This is some serious shit, guys. Babe.
Yeah, I do. Like, you have to take a knee on
She's
this. You have
brought the
to-
goddamn foot up on the chair.
it's getting done.
You listen to me, man. I'm
Use
speaking.
tunnel of razor blades.
Once you freaking get to the bottom, then you actually dump into a pit of like water of salt water. And then right when you think you're okay, you can either use piranha or you can use a couple of bull sharks and just let them have fun with you. Like, let them just, you're a
Nope.
rat in a snake cage. And sorry.
No, you just tie him to a
They
pole like
use
in the old
rats.
days, and you get yourself a good, healthy calf. Lather up that ding. That motherfucker will suck that thing till the skin comes off, and it will take days and days.
Yeah, that too. That too. Chris.
Woo! Oh my! With that chewing,
Someone is gonna hear
with
me
that
say
chewing, the
this
way
on
they
the
were
phone,
they'd be
back
chewing on the
this.
bird. Oh, my
That's like
God.
a redneck sarlacc pit.
You could go medieval on them and just do the rat torture device. You could always do that
The
one
dick will
too.
be consumed over 1,000
Where
years.
you're eaten alive from the outside in. You could do that too. I mean, there's always that one. So I'm just saying, I feel that everybody that's literally on the page right now is agreeing with the fact that these people should suffer some type
Yeah,
of
without a
agonizing
doubt.
pain.
Without a doubt, they are.
Absolutely.
And if there's any person that's like, well, now that's not right, I'm going to be like, listen, I think you need some help too. Chad's a therapist, so he just said you could call him anytime if somebody
Oh yeah, I would love to take therapy from that guy for sure. Yeah, he'd be somebody we need to definitely get some therapy from for sure. I'm glad he wasn't with us last night. We didn't went to jail. But oh God, dude, I don't even remember how we got home, man. I was so tired. I was like this. Jimmy's like, "Well, we're here." I'm like, "Oh, all right, let's go."
All right.
But we had a good time. I was like, "What time we get home? 5:30?"
Something like that.
5:30. I think it'll be like it'll be an off the show discussion, Jeff.
I got to hear all about it, man, because you guys are a couple of fucking nuts out there.
Yeah, remember, keep your mouth shut, Dan.
Oh, Dan was there?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. Dan, the man with the plan.
You don't think the animals in the ocean? So the animals in the ocean don't matter, Ashley? Is that what you're saying?
What if they made
Animals
a
don't
Dan
deserve
sex
that job.
doll? Should
Just
that
drop in
be
the ocean.
illegal?
A what?
A Dan sex doll. He does look very young.
Bro. If you take his glasses off, I might have to have a doll made.
Let the depths have them, Troy. I
know, Ash. Stop getting so angry at me. My God.
But the problem is, Ashley, though, like,
Ashley.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if I want them just to drown, because then you just let in a little bit of water in your throat. You suffocate for a couple seconds and you're done. That's just still too quick.
Yeah, but the fact is, Brittany, they're done. That's the thing. I understand what you're saying
I know
about.
there should be a long period of torture to where they're begging for
There's
death.
other resources that have to keep being bought and used to keep doing what you're doing. If
I'll
you
use a pair,
you're done.
a couple
You're
of
done.
hard pipes.
They're gone.
I get it. I'm just saying, like, for me, I
Liars.
just feel like all the children that have
Liars.
suffered, or the mental suffering that even like teen girls have gone through from men that have just done horrible things to them, and they have to try and have a normal life after that, or even boys that have to try and have a normal life. Like, I just feel that these individuals that can do this need to suffer an extreme amount over and over again, to where they're like begging you, please just end my misery. And you're like, no, I'm sorry, because you have not ended the misery for any of these other people. They have to live their life knowing what you've done to them over and over and over again. So therefore, you as well have to live that life.
Yeah, that's pretty terrible. Ashley said it breaks their spirit, like no one to beg for mercy. Are we talking about alligator wrestling? Or down here?
Ashley,
I'm not.
I know. I'm just kidding, Jack.
I'm like a therapist, but I know one that helps pay my bills. Yes.
Uh-huh.
No opportunity for
Yeah.
Choose to stop.
Testify, Ashley.
That's true. That's true.
Feed him to the gators, man.
No mercy, in my opinion, on that.
Ashley, just sent you a text, by the way. This freedom's yours.
No mercy.
Seth said,
Connecticut chimps, man.
A bunch of crazy chimps. Oh my God, bro.
That's true.
That would be the worst punishment. Not even in a cage. Just throw them in the chimps environment.
Yeah, that's true.
They run at them at 100 miles an hour and then they stop. I love how they do it. They stop, take a big dump in their hand. They have this football-sized turd that they saved all week to throw at the person. So about 20 of them throw turds and then chew their dick off, their nose, their ears, pull off their fingers, and leave them alive. They know how much to take. Isn't that awesome?
I know you've seen.
That's almost scary, man.
And the worst part is you're covered in chimp shit.
Oh,
man, that doesn't smell great.
Well, there was that guy. I remember I sent that article to you guys a while back, who literally, he went to prison for raping and murdering his own son, who was like 3 years old. Like, I literally snapped when I saw the article and lost my shit, until I was so justified when they had to pull him from prison, because every time he was put in, he was gang raped by 30 of the inmates because they were pissed off that he killed and did that to his own son. And the picture like showed this guy how mutilated he was. And then what happened was they moved into another precinct. Like, they moved into a different, remember, Jeff? They moved into another one. And then another gang rape happened on him. Like, they
showed him from behind boxers. We're all covered in blood and shit. Dude, it was awful.
I don't know where to take that, Chad.
Yeah,
Chad. Nothing, Chad.
I was so happy to do that. I was like, thank God that he got his vengeance, in a sense, like in prison.
They were stabbing him and cutting him too, and fucking.
They were.
Chad's talking about, first of all, Baloo is not a monkey. Baloo is a prosimian. He did not get chased by a monkey. Baloo was just playing.
Why is he blue?
That's his name, Baloo.
It's
no, but he is actually blue. in the movie, isn't he?
That's the bear in Jungle Book.
Yeah, but Jimmy has like this most amazing little lemur ever. Like he's
Baloo's awesome, dude.
To me, he reminds me like if you're in a neighborhood, right, and there's a bunch of kids in the neighborhood, it's always a slightly dusty kid that doesn't say much that you like. Like he'll walk up, find a cool rock, hand it to you, not really say anything, just kind of look around, you kind of chill with him and stuff. He has that personality, and then he wants his butt scratched. He just turns around like this.
Sticks it out of the
cage. He kind of
cage.
sits like this. He's like, yeah.
Oh, dude, Ruby loved that shit, dude. Her and Baloo, she loved that.
Oh, yeah. It was a well behaved man.
Agreed, Ashley.
Oh,
Agreed.
I have a funny joke. I heard it today on a reel, and I guess this guy made it.
Shut up, Jimmy. Don't play fucking angel.
But it's actually really funny, and I'll say it. Hopefully I don't mess it up. And maybe it's a little offensive, but I think it's kind of funny. But this guy asked his wife, he said, why is there an egg shortage with our chickens?
Why is that?
Because they're identifying as roosters.
Oh,
somebody said that?
Don't ever say that again.
That was said on a TikTok reel. I was like, this is the best dad joke ever.
That's not really a dad joke.
It cracked me because it's like so
dad jokes.
it's like so kind of like touching the border of offensive. Like it was so funny. I cracked up so hard because the wife was trying not to laugh, and she was like, "That's not funny." Like, and they were egg farmers.
But you know what? It's probably true though.
Hilarious. I just thought it was so cute. Like it was so funny. I was like, I have to tell a corny cheesy joke to change the pace of everything. So there's my corny cheesy joke of the night. Tank, if that no is about my joke, it's just a joke.
I saw that with a lot of
so what I'm going to do, speaking of Holly.
Hi, Holly.
I'm going to set up a show with Holly.
Awesome.
Because, she's got some cool New Zealand shit, and she sounds cool when she talks. I know a lot of you haven't heard her speak, but listen up. It's pretty badass. Anyways, she said she'll have diarrhea at the mouth. I don't care. So at the end of the day, we'll do one and we'll set up, because remember where she's at, it's always a day ahead.
Yeah, she's in the future.
Yeah. She's 18 hours or something ahead of us or whatever. It's always the next day. So I'm going to set up something for her. We'll catch up and we'll all do like a pre-record show with her so I could let it rock and roll. So we will do something like that. Also, I want to touch on something real quick. Probably going to be moving the show. We're going to move the show to Thursday at 8 p.m. Due to Jeff's schedule.
Jeff.
And my schedule now, being over in Orlando at certain times. So I'm going to move it to that time at Thursday. I thought Thursday would be a better day anyways. It's more closer to the end of the week. And so we'll do that most likely next week. So it will be like a little bit longer before the show hits again. Or I'll do a pre-record and then release it so anybody can look at it. But I will definitely do a live stream on Thursday. Because, we want to make sure Jeff can make it and everybody's here. Yeah, so I hope that everybody's okay with that. If that moves, if it's good, if it's bad, I'm sorry, but we got to make some decisions so that we can keep the Croc Show live every week and still maintain. I mean, not all of us are self-wealthy like Jimmy that he can just pick whenever he wants when he's not being a celebrity on the road. I mean,
I don't know, Troy. You kind of have the same schedule as me, buddy. So
I do at times. David, I've got an account back over there that I'm handling, so I got to go over there during the week, and so the weekends are a little bit easier for me. So I'm going to be doing some stuff over there as far as like just, doing animal displays and things like that. And that's good, Chad, because I'd like to bring you in one time. That would be awesome.
Heck yeah, more the merrier.
Yep, new job.
Yes, sir. I am 6 weeks in.
Nice.
I'm a registered respiratory therapist.
I think that's really cool, Jeff.
That's awesome.
I do too, man. It's pretty badass. Today I was working with the open heart patients, and we get them and have to put them on a vent and stuff until they wake the fuck up. And I saw them do a bedside trach today. That shit's fucked up, dude.
Scary, right?
Dude, they do it like they're stretching ears. It's called a percutaneous trach. They make a teeny little needle hole and they keep stretching it. And they have like a little camera on the inside to make sure they're in the right spot. Dude, it's fucking badass.
Listen, Ashley, have you looked at your text messages? Look at your text messages. Crying out loud. Part of the team here. Jesus. I forgot my memory was a little fucked.
It's all good, Dave.
Look at that row.
That's awesome.
Listen, well, some of the stuff that Jeff has pierced, that's mild. Okay.
I have
Come on,
nothing,
Jeff.
man.
That's
One.
mild.
That's funny.
If I saw stretched out ears on my doctor, I know I was in good hands.
I got them sewn up. When
I
was
thought
on
only the
that.
nurses had stretched out ears. Anyways.
Don't you stretch them out with different gauges, right? When you're stretching your
Start
ears. for your
small
ear
and
hole?
get
Oh, I
bigger.
thought they meant stretch them because they pull on. Sorry, Jeff.
No, the earring hole. Like you get the different gauges to stretch them out.
Come on. The only two people that get that are me and Jeff.
What's
Stretch
that?
out ears, only the nurses. The only one who smirked was Jeff. What planet of heaven did you come from, you two? God.
We're a lot higher than they are.
Listen,
though.
I'm my job is to bring the wholesomeness. That's my job. So
I'm
that's
I'm not
My
a
job
hater.
is
What are you
bringing
talking about,
unwholesomeness.
Ashley? I wish you'd come on and talk. Ashley, you have a link. Click it and come in. Click and come in. I'm bringing you.
You'll see
I'm
us,
asking you
one
to
of
come
us.
on in. Come in.
Holly. But it's the same thing, Holly. It works the same.
Oh, millimeters. That's right. Everything's different. See, that's why I want to talk to her. I think
Everything's
it's neat.
different.
You know what I want? Holly, I just really think is cool is that I've only can see them in California, but you guys have them is the Tuatara. I think
Oh yeah.
I want to hear about those. Isn't if you've ever seen one, so we'll definitely talk about that.
She's
But I'll
washing
hear
her
about it.
hair. She's busy, Ashley. She's washing.
She's
her
not
hair.
washing. She's just combing those little bangs.
Aw,
Dude,
that's
I
so
And she does have her. Did you see her little goth look? It's cool looking.
there's only one
Perfectly
thing I
across.
don't like about New Zealand: no snakes.
That's Hawaii too, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah. Hawaii's got an excuse. It's all volcanic.
Ireland doesn't have snakes either, do they? I don't think they do
You know,
either.
those are like
Yeah,
the
they
three
don't have
places
either.
I think: Hawaii, Ireland, and
Yeah.
fucking New Zealand. And New Zealand's like so close to so many places that have a lot of snakes.
We are going to talk about Tuataras when I do a recording with Holly because I want to hear her experiences with that. And another thing she's really into is bugs. So I want to hear about all that
Bugs
stuff
are
because
rad.
bugs make me nervous, dude. Like a roach gets on me and stuff. I'm nice to them. I don't kill them because they got to eat too. And I befriended a roach one time.
I love
give 'em cake.
roaches.
To give them cake and stuff at my uncle's house. But
I love them.
I mean, they'll come up to you like gators. You can be like, and they'll like walk up to you and they have their hands like this and they'll hold their hands and they'll take a piece of food and run off. You can actually train them. It's the neatest thing.
Trained roaches.
People hate on them, dude.
I love roaches, and John's not allowed to kill any roaches in my house. And if he does, I yell at him. Like, I can't take it. I'm like, you're not allowed to kill them. Put them back outside. love
Jimmy
that.
has a Prince Albert.
Yeah, okay.
It's Jimmy.
Here.
We're not going to talk about that.
There was something I had no.
They're not in the mainland, and not many people get to see them, but I definitely will have a chat about the yellow-bellied sea snakes, too, that come up on the beaches.
That's
Yes.
cool. Yellow belly sea
He's all excited now. He's like, yep.
That's awesome.
Oh, bro, I'm slowly getting over bug fears. Mom put me to the test. Bugs are here. Awesome. I don't know what is weta or what that is. Weta, what is that?
Oh, jeez.
They probably do, Ashley.
They probably flip you off back, little bastards.
You know,
Yeah,
here's
they
the
will.
fun. Here's the
Same
fun
size.
part about roaches,
Same size.
though. So think about when you're killing a roach, right? Like people are always like, "Oh, I smushed it. Ha ha! I got him." Actually, the
They
roach.
bring more roaches.
Well, yeah. So they're always carrying eggs. So when you squish them with your boot, or you think that you like, I squashed them. Ha ha! Well, guess what? All those eggs are now on your shoe. And what happens is you put that shoe back in your house, you just infested your house with more roaches. So they
Wouldn't
actually
you
get
squish
you.
the eggs though.
No.
Sometimes, no, they get into the crevices of your shoes.
Yeah, like because shoes aren't like solid, they're not like solid base, or even if you have the skid proof, it has even more divots in it for the eggs to seep into, and then you actually infest your house with more roaches.
You know what's crazy down here is those
We
bags.
just don't like
of
German
moss.
roaches.
You guys have those little moss that make those little they make the little things on the wall, like little not like cocoons, but they call them like bag moths or something, and they make like a little bag.
Oh.
And
I've seen those.
yeah, like you'll see them on your wall sometimes if you look. They're like little gray things that look almost like mud. And
I thought
the
those
other
were
night,
Good
mud
night, Tank. Have a good night, brother.
Those
Yeah,
are the
yeah,
little
yeah.
mud daubers that do that. Those
no,
type-
no, mud daubers are wasps. These are like
I know,
moths.
but don't they make the same ones? Don't the mud daubers make the same ones?
Similar.
Yeah.
Similar.
Okay.
but they're smaller, the moth ones, and they're in the house. But these fucking things, dude. Me and Ruby the other night, we went to go watch a movie, and there was like 1,000 of them buzzing around each of my lights. They must have all bloomed at the same time. So I got slick with them, and I had some fly paper shit from the snake room, and I hung it right on the lights. And me and Ruby just watched and laughed as it all got stuck. It was fucking terrible.
Oh my god!
You know what I think?
Yeah, fly into it.
Look at Brittany's face. She's like, "Oh my god."
No,
Brittany,
like I remember,
I would have caught them all for you. You could have them as pets.
No, I would. I just released them.
They're like
listen, some roaches are cool. I was thinking about this the other night because I told Jimmy. There's this bikini strip club kind of thing over in Gibson, Florida, Gibtown.
Is there any
And
like?
I really thought about this after
I.
I said it. So me and one of my really good friends, Slob Rob, who's like a Sasquatch. Anyways, like we're sitting at the end of this strip club, but it's a bikini bar. So only get down to his bikinis and they twerk and do all that kind of stuff, you know. So this girl comes out and it's like beach rap, and me and Slob are sitting at the table and we're talking, waiting for the next entertainer because bikers, that's what you do. And you find the dirtiest ones you can get into. I mean, they make Ocala look like the fucking Vatican. Okay, Gibtown. So this girl like dances. She like looks at Slob, and there's a backstory for the roach that I figured out in my head because I thought about it as I told the story last night, and I wanted to save and tell it here. So like she goes to open this thing, she looks at Slob like this, and this roach falls out of it and hits the stage, bro, flat out, and all you see is this roach sitting there, and his tentacles are going like it. Right? So I'm telling the story to Jimmy last night, and these other people were talking to, and I'm thinking, you know, I bet that fucking cockroach ate some of their acid or their mushrooms in the strip room, right? And he wakes up in that environment. Can you imagine being all snuggled up in a nice little wrap, and then all of a sudden you're on a cold stage and there's laser lights everywhere? Well, imagine if you died like that. And then she stepped on him. So I mean, and then Slob's like, "Oh, my kind of place, man. Roaches in the cracks." I was like, "All right," but it was cool time. But we have to go there one time just because it's so disgusting. You're like, there's bars that are like, "Well, that wasn't so good," you know, it was okay. But they're either really cool where you're like, "I had the time of my life," like the Dollhouse, the Crazy Horse Cabaret in Fort Lauderdale, unbelievable. Like Jeff, you would go in there, and there was a stage in the middle of the room. Have you ever been to one in Broward?
I have not.
Oh my God. They shoot all this dry ice out. So the whole room is smoked. The stage like disappears, right? And there's nobody there. And then they bring them all up on this like floor thing. And they bring them up and shoot the smoke out, and they all come out, and it was like this big rock show. And that's back when like, you know, rock bands were going through there and stuff. Those are awesome. Have fun. Then you have to enjoy them ones that are so fucking bad your shoes stick to the floor when you go inside. Because it's just the difference between the two are so, you know what I mean, right, Jimmy? Like there's mediocre bars, and then there's bars like that are so disgusting.
You have nice bars.
To see it.
On the wall bars, yes, that's for sure. Yes.
You have to go in once. I have to go, Jeff, did we experience that together? And he's like, yes, the walls were dead. You know what I mean? Like it was that bad, you know, like. And there's carpeting. Usually when there's carpeting in there.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Dude. Whoever came up with putting carpeting in a strip club.
Oh, dude.
My God, talk about
what would it take for you to get down and take a big, like, stick your nose in that carpet and take a big
for some people, $200.
$100, that's it.
That's
all right, dude. Where's this place at?
Yeah.
I'm bringing the Benjis, baby. Forget the strippers, dude. I'm gonna make it rain for you.
So my point was, like, like I said, the mediocre bars are not worth going to. They're either super, super cool or so bad. Because Jimmy's like, hey, we have to go to this one bar. It's a hole in the wall country bar. You got to walk in there one time to see it. Like he's like, you have to see it, Troy. It's like, you know, and I get that. Like you want to go somewhere. Like I would take Jimmy. Go, let's go to this bikini bar. You have to see how horrible it really is. How bad it is. Like it looks like someone ground mashed potatoes into all the red chairs I sit around the. You know what I mean? They don't even mop it. I like when you go to the ones and they don't even bother wiping the pole.
Oh shit!
You know what I mean? They
Not
don't
really,
don't even wipe the pole, Jeff.
Oh, dude, I haven't been to a strip bar. God, I don't even know how long, man. I'm not a huge fan. I like naked women.
I have so much fun taking people who've never been there before and just having.
Oh, the really fucking
and just watching the idiocracy just blows me away.
Oh,
people, I get a kick out of people.
Ricky Martin's like, what?
Holy shit, Ricky Martin. You were talking about dirty ass strip bars, bro. You just fucking came in at just the right time. That's like your wheelhouse.
Yes, Ashley. Crunchy carpets.
Did he have a ringing in his ear?
I'm telling you.
Know, right?
Any part of your body tingle, Ricky?
Ricky, we're talking about when you go to particular strip clubs. They're either some of the ones worth going to are super cool and blow your mind, and then some are so fucking disgusting you don't know how your feet got off the carpet.
Oh,
Got it
dude,
back.
like the girl with
like the total like
best one there,
like the total nude bars, and they don't wipe the thing. Like they go up right down the thing, and the next one gets up there, and nobody wipes it, and they're snailing that motherfucker. Anyways, that's what we're talking about, Ricky.
In there.
Ricky knows them all. He asked which one.
Move to another one.
Ricky knows them all. Look at him. Well, what one is it, man? I've been to them all. We were talking about one that's over in Gibtown, and it's a holy shit, Mike Cleaver. What's up, buddy? Cleaver. T Mike, I miss you too, brother. But Ricky, we were talking about this old bikini strip bar that's over in the Gibtown area, that Carney town. It's worth a visit. You're gonna want to drink.
Is there any like lobster women there or anything?
I wish. No, but you have like that. They call themselves predator cougars or whatever. They're like 65, 70. You know, like when the bottoms are loose. Looks like when you leave an ice cream sandwich in the car too long. That kind of. I've seen some shit. That's what I go for because I want my friends to be destroyed mentally too. It's not always about seeing something good, man.
Dude, that's like traumatic. That's fucking. That might put me in some therapy right there. Where did Chad go?
Hey, don't worry. Chad knows somebody. We're good.
He's got a guy.
Okay. It's his wife.
I would need some. This show has fucking run the gamut from fucking child sex dolls to, as soon as Brittany came in, the conversation just went fucking there, dude. It just went dark.
Well, Brittany, she's texting right now, but she got violent about that stuff because I said it's okay. Brittany wanted to know why AI. Why would you put AI in a doll? Yeah, why would you? I don't want it talking. If you buy one, it's not to talk. Remember, Brittany? You're beautiful when you don't talk. I mean, that's
exactly. That's
why
what
you buy that doll.
That's what John always says.
Steel Panther wrote the song "You're Beautiful When You Don't Talk."
That's what
Chad, you have to listen to me. Go onto your Apple Music or Amazon, Chad, and look for Steel Panther. You're beautiful when you don't talk, and listen to the words. If you don't die laughing, you're not a cool dude. That's all I got to say. Ricky, the Claremont Lounge in Atlanta, you'll find this lobster claw hose. Ricky is fucking. You want to talk shot out guy? We haven't been out with Ricky in a while.
We got to go out.
We don't want our reputations ruined, Ricky. But I'll sneak out one night. Can I wear a mask? No, but for sure, we definitely need to do that again and just go on a wild night with Ricky. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, dude, I'm totally down for that.
I don't want to go to jail, Ricky.
Get together and do it. We should all get together and do it.
Jimmy, you're going to have to get rid of your whole park.
Huh?
You will never. We're never taking families to Scales, Tails, and Teeth Wildlife Park at all. Did you see who he was hanging out with?
About that's all.
That snake slinger, Ricky fucking Martin. No, not the singer, the snake slinger. Oh. So Jimmy bought like some cool shoes the other day, or Justin boots. Ricky, didn't you end up getting the Vans release with the Western or Eastern Diamondback rattlesnake on them? You bought those, didn't you? Those Vans that had the snakes. Those were fucking badass, dude. The high
still got my
Diamondback rattlesnake, bro, and it was like it had the green and the tan, like it was in the desert. And I think I saw Ricky posing in them one time. You'll appreciate this. I was at my uncle's funeral the other day, and I drank a fifth of Jameson in the church bathroom.
Oh, my God, dude.
Fucking Ricky.
That's like vintage 2016 Ricky, dude. I love that shit.
What? Oh, I love you, Ashley. What would our stripper names be? Brittany would probably just be Brittany, but Jeff, what would your? Okay, all right. It wouldn't be. I know. It would be
I get that most of the stripper girl names are Brittany, but I can't do my name
with an I.
It's true.
I'd go for Jew Hefner, Troy.
Oh my God!
I come out in like a blue and white fucking smoking jacket with my little ascot on, looking good.
I don't know what mine would be, but if I had to pick one for Jimmy, it'd be a hot chocolate or whatever.
What?
Say it, Jimmy. Say what it is.
What?
What's the name of that thing? Aha, Chapahuta, whatever.
Oh, how
play
about
this-
Chobi?
Say it.
How about the Chobi? Yeah.
I'll put the Chobi. That would be his, Ashley. I'll put the Chobi.
What is that? Go on a
Dan
pizza?
So Ashley
baking the
said-
cake.
Look
Look at Dan. Look at Dan.
I'm Python.
So she's right. So there's some that are like, what's your first? Okay, so like the first pet you ever had, and then like your mother's maiden name, and then there's some where it's like the first pet you ever had, and then the street you lived on as a kid. Like those are that would be your stripper name or whatever.
I'm so glad I grew up on Big
It's
Dick
always
Circle.
like it's either Jade, Diamond, Harley, Lexus, or Porsche.
Yeah. Mercedes.
Sometimes Mercedes and even a Gem. What's your name? Gem.
Gem.
Okay,
She's truly
Gem.
outrageous.
No, that's
dude.
fake. That's just their stage names.
Wait, that's not their real names?
No, I'm sorry.
Hold
It's a
on.
level. Yep, no, just stage
You just
names.
blew my fucking mind, Brittany. You're seriously.
Stage
Wait,
names.
and now you're gonna tell me they don't really like me?
No, I'm sorry. They're doing it for money.
What?
Sorry. Yeah. That's like Hooters. I always love when I had friends that would go to Hooters and I would talk to them. They're like,
Yes, Chad. Yes, Chad Cinnamon. So we have Dan Python and Chad. Yes, Hooters. I know how they are. They come over and try to get change out of you and stuff.
Chad,
well,
you're
no, it's funny though. Like I used to know a couple guys that were like, "Oh, these girls like they're my best friends. They know me so well," and I was like, "No, they're just being nice. They're surfers,
Ashley.
and you're paying them." I'm so
Ashley.
sorry, that's not the case. And he was like, "What? My dreams are ruined." I'm like, "Yeah, they're nice
Your
girls.
hopes and
But they're
dreams.
just getting tips. Sorry." I had friends that were strippers, and they're like, "These guys come back regularly, thinking that we just really love them and we care about their kids.
Kinda
I don't
sad.
care about your kids."
You know
I'm
what? They're just like con men with tits.
Oh, Jeff. Oh, fuck.
Terrible.
That is right, but that's true.
House vampire.
I like that, man. Like you don't like you just feed it like that. That's right, Jeff.
Dan
Yes,
says, "I'm
yeah,
for business."
yes.
Yeah, they are though too, because they know. You know, but Ricky gets better tips because he shows his ass, so he's all good.
Ricky is unbelievable, dude, because you just got to give him props, man. I mean, he's not human. That's all
Yeah,
there is to
dude.
it.
Ricky, I love you, man, but if I need a liver donated, I'm not calling you, dude. No way. I'm calling Jimmy. Jimmy's liver is probably healthy as a horse.
Hey, I shot mine out early. It's probably better now, but
Right? It's got Band-Aids on it and fucking stitches and shit.
that's right.
Therapists and strippers are the same job. One has a little more glitter.
I don't know. My therapist has a lot of glitter.
Well, Ashley, you know what, Ash? You come on up to Tampa and we'll go out one night. All of us. We'll grab Jimmy and Jeff.
All right, man. I'm
We'll
down.
hit some of those up. We can use her as the
wingman.
yeah.
The wingman.
They'd eat her up, dude. Are you serious? Nobody would talk to you if you brought Ashley in there.
It's true.
Like, she's so cute. Can I touch her
He doesn't even
hair?
have to wrestle alligators.
Oh. Mine is probably shit anyways. No, it's not, Ricky. Stop being so hateful on yourself. We got to go out with Ricky again. We got to have a good time.
Yeah, buddy.
But
Ricky needs
come
a
to the
night
end
out.
of the night. We actually been on our full hour now, Chad. Whoa. If therapists and strippers are the same.
I was gonna say my therapist won't take
Like,
off her clothes.
Chad, you know what? I'm
I'm
sorry
gonna
about
ask
that.
her.
She's not watching, I hope.
Chad's walking in the room right now. He's like, "Oh yeah."
I don't know what I got into tonight, but man, what a show.
This was I'm telling you, it was a nice, normal, calm show, Brittany. You
Oh,
came
sure.
in, and it went straight to
Sure.
sex dolls. At
Yeah.
least Troy didn't bring up the anal condom this time. That shit was fucking. That was on.
No, let's not
Instagram.
derail. Let's not derail.
No, but I will take it. What I'm gonna start doing is taking some of our highlight clips like through here, and I'm gonna put them up on the pages like that. We'll just
That was
share
a
them.
good highlight, man.
Some of those things are funny, you know what I mean? Because you get the response of having a good time. When Jeff and I are medicated,
Brett was
it's
cracking me
highly
up.
more effective.
Oh,
Yes,
dude, I've been
yeah.
doing that the last couple
Yes,
shows.
that
It's
definitely
gone
is
wild,
the
man. Yeah.
I just totally
need it.
think that we're medicated, Brittany, and that really helps us. That makes the show better. So Yeah.
It's only funny when we're high.
Because we're being real. I mean, we're just saying it like it is. Not like those county workers, Ashley. She'd be high too if she could be.
Poor Ashley. She's getting targeted.
She doesn't get targeted. Why would you say that?
I said she's getting targeted.
Anyways, we're at the top of the hour. So we're actually 10 minutes over the hour.
I
Again.
that. I forgot Ricky fucking tried to take a glass home from fucking when we went out drinking with Joe.
Yes.
Remember that shit?
Yep.
Ricky walked. He was waiting
his mom rolled up and picked him up.
For his mom to pick him up. That's right, dude.
It's awesome.
With his fucking glass of Jack and Coke or whatever, and there's a fucking cops pulling up and shit.
I like Ashley's comment. Get it, Ashley. Get it, girl.
The Dare kid.
Nice try, you bad man.
God, I haven't heard dare in such a long time.
That's just like everybody lies. Dare means drugs are really expensive. That means you're paying too much, and there's probably much better dispensaries down there.
Wait, Dare to what does Dare stand for again? Drunks Against Red something. What is it again? Drugs are really expensive.
Okay.
That's what I always said for me.
You're right.
I know you're kind of responsible. You're not.
You're a dad. Ricky failed Dare. You got it. They gave him a D- just so it wouldn't.
You know
come
what,
back.
Chad? That's truth, Chad. That's not even funny because it's true. They explain how it all worked. And all, you're right.
Oh, dude. They fucking pass shit around the room and half of it just doesn't come back. Remember they used to fucking trust it with drugs? They would be like, this is marijuana.
You know what I knew?
Send it around
Let me
the
tell
room
you what
and
I
smell
knew.
it. You know what it looks like and smells like. It comes back, it's like 3/4 light.
I don't know how it was in Jimmy's school or even in town. But I knew that if you were caught wearing a shirt like that, you're getting fucking tuned up.
What shirt?
Dare. The black shirt that said Dare. If you were the cocksucker wearing that shirt, fuck, you're done. So nobody would wear it. They're like, free shirts for everybody to wear and promote the thing. And you're like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll take some of those free shirts.
Yeah, I'll take an ass kicking. Why don't you put fuck me on my back with a sticker?
Dare.
Ashley, is that for
You don't
real?
wear that shirt. What's that?
Is that for real what you posted?
Like, what
Oh
did
my
you
god!
say that?
In the fucking 80s, it was fucking everything. High school was a fucking drugstore, dude. I don't know how it is now, but drugs are bad.
Check that. Okay, I know exactly what that's from.
Mr. Mackey.
Oh, thank you. She's a Dare kid. Drug abuse resistance education.
Ashley, you got any of those
Mode
Thin Mints?
activated. She's a riot, dude. She's a riot. I wish she really was a really good Dare kid because you could be better friends, Brittany, with her if she was.
Dude, speaking of Girl Scouts, real quick, have you noticed how mean they are, dude? When you don't buy their cookies,
Yeah, it's like you're the worst.
they're
person in
like the
fucking
little
world.
green mafia, dude. I'm serious. They're fucking like, there's like one big one that's probably like a 22-year-old man in a Girl Scout dress. They're like, you gonna buy those cookies?
Well, that's how it is now. I saw a couple soccer players wearing Girl Scout dresses up here trying to sell. Probably 11, 12 years old. They're Girl Scouts now. That's the way it is. You don't know. There's no such thing anymore because I thought the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts were racist, religious Mongols or whatever. Wasn't there a big thing about that?
Yeah, they're not supposed to say like boy or girl. It's just supposed to be the Scouts.
Yeah, they got rid of them now.
I thought they still have the Scouts.
That's what you want to do when you're 9 and 10-year-old boy or 9
Yeah,
10-year-old girl. You want to hang around a bunch of the
Florida
opposite
might
sex.
be okay still saying boy and girl like Scouts, but I think there is a couple of states that are trying to ban that and just call it just Scouts, like the Scouts or the kids Scouts.
Look, I think it's not. It wasn't that. I think it's completely. Ken officers always took the poster. Great.
For training purposes.
I think it's the funny thing about that is that if you remember what it's like being a little kid, when you're a little kid, when you don't want to go hang around a bunch of girls, they're gross. It doesn't matter if you're gay or not. Little girls are gross to boys at 8 years old. They're gross.
Boys are gross.
So then the girl's like, ew, boys, he farts a lot on the bus, kind of thing. So nobody, when you got to go to Boy Scouts, that was your little guy time, and the girls got to do their stuff. It didn't mean that they didn't go camping or kill a squirrel and gut it and eat it over a fire. I mean, or
Did you do
what
that in Boy
Cody said.
Scouts? That's pretty
Cody said
cool,
the
man.
scout leader at his place made all the boys line around the fire and pee on it to put it out.
Yeah.
Oh, I
don't know
remember
what went on in
Remember
your
when he
Boy
said that? He
Scout
goes, "Yeah, all the
out
boys
there,
had a
dude.
pee
I
on
don't
the
know.
fire."
Did he have any kind of child sex dolls in his fucking tent? Or
I was like, he made you do what? Pee on the fire. So
I
all
do.
the
yeah,
boys-
bro, I think he was a predator, dude.
I think so too.
He just wanted to see fucking like
We all looked at each
little
other
bitty
when he
dicks.
said that. We're like, he made
That
you
gives
do
me the
what?
willies. Just thinking about that is weird. Right
But
now,
then
I
he
feel like I'm
promised
going to
that
hell for
the best one,
imagining
the first one to put it out gets his picture taken.
Samantha, how have you been there, homie?
What's up, Samantha?
Your farts smell like squirrel guts. Boys literally are the grossest. No, they're not. Don't even get me started, man. Don't even start with that.
I'm pretty gross, dude.
Oh, no, girls. What did you call your daughter's room, Jeff?
Oh, the fucking the bog of eternal stench.
Yes. So listen, I have 3 sisters. Don't tell me boys are grosser. Don't
Oh,
even
dude, Ruby's
start.
fucking room, dude. I went in there because the
I wish Flavio was on
It's
there.
like, oh fuck, we need to stop this combo.
No, dude, I so wish Flavio was on here right now. He'd have something to say.
Oh, I bet. Oh my
Dudes
god.
are the grossest. It's cold in Kentucky. I'm sure it is. Why would you leave for that? For fulfill your dreams.
Kentucky, but they got a lot of bourbon to keep you warm.
That's right. Oh, let's see, boys. That's acronym for smelly boys. I know what that is, but we're no, that's like you're rapping. That's like a rap lyric. Boy, I remember that was that Flavor Flav when he had that big clock around his neck. Boys. The bog of eternal stench bows. Okay, yes. But no, girls are pretty bad. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Girls are just as gross. They're just not as honest about it.
Yeah, that's true, man. I own my grossness.
If you could be a fly on a wall at one of their little slumber parties, you'd be like, I can't believe they're talking about this. God, no, it wouldn't fit in there. And that's disgusting. Why would they even think that way? You think we're bad.
Oh my
We're on the top of the hour. I'm
You're
going to have to go.
Chad.
We're going to go on and on. Chad's getting in. Boys rule, girls drool. Look at now. That's Ocala. Folks, Motley Croc Show doesn't believe that. That is where Jimmy lives. They're still
Everybody
behind the times there. And don't go there after dark. Anyhow, we're at 1 hour and 17 minutes, and I had a good time. We had a bunch of comments, and everybody's been coming in. I really love seeing
It
everybody.
was a fun show, y'all.
Thank you for being here with us. And then it's our former church, so we're always here with the Manic.
I'm never doing another sober show,
twice.
by the way.
Brit investigates. What's that?
I said I'm never doing another sober show. This is too much fun.
I know, it's too good. We'll talk about anything. It always has to have a spin. So good night, guys. Like I said, we're going to be broadcasting next Thursday, but if we do any kind of releases and stuff, I'll alert you and let you know. But other than that, we'll probably be moving the show. So next Thursday, expect to see us back, and we appreciate everybody being here. And Seth, Dan, Chad, Ashley, and everybody who's come in, Greg, Craig,
Samantha.
everybody.
Judy,
Samantha, everybody. Have a good night. Thanks for everything.
Bye,
Really
everybody.
appreciate it. Good night,
Bad,
guys.
everybody.